It's almost time for wrestling fans all over the world to say goodbye to the in-ring career of Sting! Back where his career launched into the stratosphere in the Greensboro Memorial Coliseum, how will Sting's final match go? Will it go out with a whimper? Will it go out with a bang? Will the emotion sting too much? And how will the rest of the card go? I don't fucking know. We gotta talk about that. So let's do it. I'm John Rethlin with my AEW Revolution 2024 predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments, please. I'm recording these early Thursday morning because I have a lot of things to do later today and also throughout the weekend. I will be reviewing AEW Revolution. I can't say I'm all that excited for some of the card, and really, quite a bit of it has just been slopped together. And as of now, only 9 matches have been announced, and Rampage was taped last week, and Collision was taped right after Dynamite. So I imagine they'll probably just throw a bunch of matches out, say, this is on the 0 hour, this is on the 0 hour, and here's this stuff, and all this random stuff going on. And so, yeah, who knows what's going to happen. If anything of importance is announced, I'll add a comment on this video. But, yeah, I do really want to know what you guys have to say. Are you excited for Revolution? It's nice that we've at least had a break after they kept doing pay-per-views almost every month, but realistically, we've only had 9 weeks, between World's End and this. So, nevertheless, let's just get into it now. I think now would be a good idea, actually, because otherwise, what's the point of the video? So, the no longer Monster Madness or Meat Madness or Meat Monster Madness or Meat Clashing or Meat Slapping match that got canceled due to injuries, despite the fact 3 people were announced as of just before Dynamite, and then Tony Khan said, everybody's injured, so we're just going to do this all-star scramble match. Okay, so you're going to put more people in a match for more potential injuries and whatever. I don't know what the fuck Tony Khan's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. It's an all-star scramble match, and the winner gets a future AEW World Title shot. It's Chris Jericho, Powerhouse Willie Hobbs, Wardlow, Mr. Wardlow as it were, and Lance Archer, Hook, Magnus, whoever that is, I think he's from CMLL, The Machine, Brian Cage, and Dante Martin. Who's going to win? Wardlow, I guess. Mr. Wardlow. Thanks, Dasha. He's now Mr. Wardlow. I guess he'll win. I mean, nobody that wins this match is going to end up beating either Samoa Joe or whoever walks out of AEW Revolution as champion, so Mr. Wardlow wins. So it's FTR, Dax and Cash against BCC members Claudio and John Moxley. Okay, we're getting this match. It was a pretty good opening match for Dynamite recently that went to a time limit draw. They've been brawling, they've been doing all this stuff, cutting promos. I guess FTR, I don't really know what the end game is here. Do we have FTR win and challenge the Bucks? Do we have BCC win and challenge the Bucks? Because I don't think the Bucks are not walking out of Revolution as champions. I guess FTR, it'll be a good match as long as there's not a lot of shenanigans. Hopefully, FTR gets the victory. But then again, what do? Do you pin Claudio? Because I doubt Mox is going to take the pin. Timeless Tony Storm against Deonna Purrazzo, AEW Women's Championship match. Timeless Tony Storm, because I think the incoming Mercedes Moné will get her shot and beat Tony Storm. Should be a good match. At least there's been a halfway decent build behind it. And they are friends. They grew up with each other in the industry, and there's some history there. So hopefully, maybe if we keep shenanigans to a minimum, Mariah May probably will get involved, but maybe just keep Luther over there. Off camera would be important. But yeah, Timeless Tony Storm will win. Christian Cage, along with the Patriarchy, a.k.a. Nick Wayne, Lucha Switch, and Shayna Wayne, against Daniel Garcia, TNT Championship match. There is a chance that Daniel Garcia could win this. There's also a chance that pigs could fly, and I would still not want to donate that $1 million. No, I think I'd rather not. Smithers? I don't think Daniel Garcia is going to win. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I think the end game is still Christian Cage against Adam Copeland, likely at the next pay-per-view. So Christian Cage will probably get the victory. This is probably where we're just going to get a ton of referee distractions and stuff. And maybe Adam Copeland will end up on the show, maybe taking out a couple of these guys. But it'll be for naught. He'll inadvertently cost Daniel Garcia the match, and then there we are. If Daniel Garcia wins, it'll be cool. Will Ospreay against Konosuke Takeshita. It has taken me a long time to even come close to pronouncing that correctly. Will Ospreay will get the victory. This will probably be the most highly athletic match of the card. and the crowd will certainly be popping. It's going to be interesting because the Greensboro Memorial Coliseum basically is sold out for the setup that they have. I think it's like a 22,000 seat building or thereabouts, and they've sold around 16,000, almost 17,000 tickets. That's a big goddamn deal. And they sold a lot of that because they advertised it as Sting's last ever match, not because of the Bucks. So, I have, so far, it seems like we could get a couple championships changing. Maybe, who knows? But a championship that will change. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong for the AEW International title. Roderick Strong will win. Eddie Kingston will take on Bryan Danielson for the AEW Triple Crown Championship. Continental Triple Crown, whatever. Eddie Kingston basically wants Bryan Danielson to shake his hand, show him respect. And he will. That'll end up happening. That'll actually be pretty good. It'll be a hard-hitting match. I just hope it's not just chops, chops, chops. We have some good suplexes and some good psychology, because the chopping is starting to annoy me a little bit in the Eddie Kingston matches, because I just think it's pointless to do. I just think it's pointless to just chop, chop, chop. If you can't do certain things, I get it. It gets a little tiresome. It's not strong style to me. It's kind of just. It's not even lazy. It's just relying on something that gets really stale quickly. But yes, I have Eddie Kingston getting the victory over Bryan Danielson, because Bryan Danielson did just pin him on Dynamite. And then Samoa Joe versus Swerve when he drives, and he swerves when he drives. And yes, the Daniel Garcia dance will pop up if he gets the victory. It's the best you're going to get from me, because I'm 43 years old, white, and tired. But yeah, Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Hangman TA, AEW three-way championship match, or three-way world title match. Okay, if Hangman TA walks out with the championship, that's going to pretty much be one of the worst decisions they could make. It wasn't that he was necessarily a flop as champion last time, it's just he should not be champion again. I fear he could be, because they could run with a trio of the Bucks and Hangman TA as these dominant, champions, because Kenny Omega's out for God knows how long. I think Samoa Joe's going to win, and I really hope that he ends up choking out Hangman TA. Because you can run with Swerve and Samoa Joe. I just don't think you need to run with Hangman and Samoa. You don't need to run with a singles program of Hangman and Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe gets the victory. Sting and Darby against the Bucks. Tornado tag match for the AEW Tag Team Championship. Sting's last ever in-ring match. And it'll probably be in the ring maybe 40% of the time, because they'll probably just battle all over the goddamn arena. There are people that like the Bucks, and that's fine. I don't. I pretty much have just gone to muting the television whenever they're on cutting a promo, because they're disingenuous and they drip with insincerity, and I don't buy any of their bullshit. I never had, to be fair. But I think the Bucks are going to get the victory here, and we're going to have a lot of shenanigans. We're going to have Cutler, we're going to have a bunch of people. Maybe we'll have Colt Boom Boom Cabana come out. We'll just have a bunch of people come out. It'll be like the NWO on, not on steroids, because none of these guys look like they could whip anybody in the NWO now. But Sting will probably end up taking the fall. This is Sting's choice, I imagine, even though I wish it would have been FTR. They would have delivered a much better match than the Bucks will. But the Bucks will walk out as tag team champions. Now, yes, Sting and Darby could retire as champions. That would be cool. And then they would have a tournament, because Tony loves tournaments. I think the Bucks are going to end up pinning Sting, and then Sting's going to get a big old celebration. The crowd's going to hopefully go home happy, but I fear we could get some bullshit with, all the shenanigans, and it could kind of kill Greensboro. And hopefully it doesn't, because this is the biggest crowd they're probably going to have for a pay-per-view all year in the U.S. Now, maybe Arthur Ashe Stadium for Forbidden Door will do better, but who knows? That being said, that's pretty much it right there. That's all I have to say about AEW Revolution. What do you guys think is going to happen? Because I really, really am curious how this pay-per-view is going to go, and in just a few days we will find out. Agree, disagree, what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rentlin. I'll see you soon.